swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight in it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM, man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Huddle like, whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, start the vault until the cheese is done. Fools are paying me like I don't even go to beach, I'd rather be here on a feed or something. Best believe it's decent, wavy man, I see sick of chillin' in the deep end. Every weekend, see me, you can depend on it, cause I mean it. Coming up, you can even find a way to flood it up. You done enough, 10% stimulate and run it up. Point system looking like a fine weather, won't miss a solid contribution, could've pointed out enough. I met up with Matt, had a really good chat. He's telling me bet up your army does laps, that orbit does her. This meteor's headed where no one's expecting it, we watching it happen, hey. In a pool of Meteora, watch me swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight in it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM, man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Huddle like, whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, start the vault until the cheese is done. Fools paying me like I don't even go to beaches, have a beer on a beer song.
All right, JupNet LP Army. How's everybody doing this morning, this afternoon, this evening? Where we at? Where's everyone coming in from? Who we got here? Who's representing? Where are you representing from, people? Let's see. I'm representing from South Florida, sunny South Florida. It's about 10:30 a.m. here. Joined here by our esteemed colleague, Heavy Metal Cook, sporting his awesome merch from Istanbul, and Mario as well, sporting his cigarette, his BFP. All right, we got folks from New Zealand, Hungary, Colombia, awesome, Canada in the house, LA in the house, awesome.
Eat something if you're hungry.
That's right. Canada, tariffed country. Oh man, sorry to hear that, buddy. We'll see how long that lasts when inflation goes through the roof, right?
Yeah.
All right, we got Gosha here too. Gosha, how's it going?
It's okay. Ready?
All right.
How's for you?
Good. All right, guys. We got a jam-packed agenda for you guys. I want to start talking about Istanbul. Let's talk about Istanbul. That's hard to say. Istanbul. I know we had some of the folks there. HMC was there. Big celeb there. He's like world famous now.
Man, I'm telling you, it was crazy.
Signing autographs. How'd it go, man? Tell us about it.
Well, so I mean, yeah, I'll talk about me for a second. That was a little overwhelming, because there was times, man, like I couldn't walk, 100 feet without somebody stopping me. Like I'd tell the guys, like, I'm gonna be right back, and then I'd be gone, 20 minutes because a lot of people wanted to talk. And there was even a point where like they'd found me, they come up to me, they were talking to me, and we're chatting about, whatever. And then someone's like, man, I would really like to meet Ben. And I'm like, well, he's standing right next to you. And I'm like, oh crap, that happened. But anyway, so it was an amazing experience. We connected with a lot of people. I know Mario, I mean, he like built a list, people come up, it's like, hey, I want to talk about this, and I'll let him chat about that. But there was a lot of connections made, met a lot of really great people. Our Turkish community, of course, they were there in force, and they were simply amazing guys. We ran into Mikas there. He was there. I don't know how many interviews I did, but I did one with Mikas, and he's from Kazakhstan, and he brought us gifts. Dude, we were given so much stuff that, like there wasn't enough room in the bags. I mean, my carry-on bag for my plane ripped because it had so much
Somebody
stuff.
should have gifted you a new suitcase.
Man, I'm telling you. But You know,
I'd
it was
like to
really
take this
cool.
take back with you.
I mean, so we were making as many X posts as we could, just LPing, and just, it was really cool, getting to meet everybody and making a lot of connections. And it was really good for Meteora. We had a point where, so I did, or Shane did, Meme 33 demonstration. We had 15 minutes. It was in the passion zone. So there was in the main room, there was like 4 corners where people were talking about whatever their project is, whatever they're passionate about related to Jupiter. And we went last in one corner. So Shane went first, talked about Meme 33, and then, I did a little bit talking about boot camp, even played the song. And the two of us, we had by far the biggest crowd all day. It was insane. There was so many people, and we had guys there wearing, swiggity hats and glasses, and it was super sick. It was huge for Meteora, in my opinion. I let Mario talk about all the connections he made.
Now?
Do it.
Yeah, sure. Let me share my experience. Like, the kebab was good. We made good money. We had a lot of fun, and that's it. Yeah. Just
Short
kidding.
to
Like,
the point.
yeah, short to the point. That was our summary, most likely. But yeah, the guys we met there were awesome. I can't even remember how many people we met. Big shout out to Mikis, who traveled from Kazakhstan to bribe us there with chocolate and some goodies and Meteora merch. Like, that was a Chad move, as well as the Turkish community. There were quite a few of them there, and they really made us feel super comfortable there and welcome, and
Very.
really great guys. Yeah, a lot of people are interested in Meteora now. That it's getting more and more attention, and we can feel that. We can feel that live. We felt it at Istanbul. We can feel that just looking at our pools, the TVL we have in them. So I think overall we're getting some huge growth, and I can't wait for Breakpoint. We got some plans going for that, but won't share any further info until we get it set up. We're hopefully going to host some kind of an event there for Meteora, and I think we can get hundreds of people to attend it, because I think there was close to 100 people from the LP Army at Istanbul, just by meeting random people. So many of them are LPers and in the LP Army. And yeah, I can confirm Heavy Metal Cook was the star of the show.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Ben told me that HMC is quite the celebrity out there, which is freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, I think people ask Ben how can they meet Heavy Metal Cook.
Probably more people asking to meet him than people asking him to meet Ben. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's surprising. That's awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna see what I can do about trying to get out to Breakpoint this year. I think it would be fucking awesome, especially if we do an Meteora event. I gotta see what I can do to get out there. I would really love to see you guys all in person, shake hands, LP together. I think it would be a total blast.
Well, and for me, that was one of the big things, was getting to meet these guys, put a face to a name, shake hands, getting to meet these guys. And the other thing that was really cool was getting to put a face to some of the team that were there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Shane, Mir, we got to hang out with them, and that was super awesome. I got a lot of insight there, and we had some great discussions. So that was really cool. Gosha, did you have anything you wanted to add about your?
Not much, but I think the event was very good. I think it was the best thing that we all met with each other, and it was for me it was I really debated going, but after going, I think it was like a best decision I made about Istanbul, because I really like to meet you guys, to meet the team, meet all mods and the LP army, and generally the event was great. I liked that a lot of people already knew us and already knew what Meteora is, what LP army is, and even though I never put up my face anywhere, people still came up to me to meet and to discuss Meteora. So I think the event in the first day, so the night of the Dagon was also great. I was late there, but still kind of awesome place to be. And no one said this, but uh I never been to Istanbul. I've been to a lot of places, but the place was also like the city was great. I got like a free 3 hours to do sightseeing, but I still was pleased with. So yep, I think next year, uh, like I think we can. Yeah, I did. I did spend a lot of on taxes. That's true. That's true. I think the most money I spent was on taxes, so I drove a lot, and they're quite expensive, but still. So I think next year will be a much bigger, like on a breakpoint. I'm sure we will be a big part of it, and on next year, Istanbul, for example, I'm sure we'll be a much bigger part of it as well. But we're already a big part of it. I think like your like 15-minute bootcamp and LP Jam was. I think it's obviously was the most popular event on the second day. And Ben's presentation on the first day was the second most popular after Mouse. I think so.
Yeah,
So
it was huge.
people
Yeah.
people are already kind of they know how big we are and how big we're getting.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely. No, the community is growing, and I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the announcements that Jupiter made. JupNet, that's fucking huge. So they're gonna create their own omni chain called JupNet. I'm really, really psyched about it. And really, their goal is, I think they're really solving one of the biggest problems with sort of mass adoption with normies for transacting on the blockchain, which is recovering lost keys, right? So they're designing the chain from the ground up to make it a much more friendly experience, a lot more like the experience that you get when you join centralized exchanges. And I think that's going to be tremendous. And then from a technical perspective, they're increasing the transaction sizes, and there's a lot of really exciting things coming out of JupNet. I can't wait to see it. I'm really, really psyched about it. So awesome stuff from Istanbul. So want to share a little bit of alpha with you guys. Some new features coming up. Nothing to actually demo to you, and no firm dates on any of this. But we do have dynamic positions coming up. So new features going to be coming into Meteora to allow you to manage positions more than 69 bins, which is freaking awesome. So the team's currently testing that. It's in the works. No ETA on when that's actually going to make it to production, but hopefully it will be soon. And then another big one is token 22 support. So again, no firm ETA on that, but it is coming. The team's working on it. So really looking forward to the implementation of those new features. We actually got some really nice features recently. The liquidity slider ratio, that thing is fantastic. So, if you've got a certain amount of liquidity of both tokens you want to put in, when you first open the position, right, it's just going to balance at 50-50. So now this liquidity slider will allow you to change, where your liquidity is going to be concentrated, right? So if you have relatively little of one token, but you want to flatten out the position, like in a spot, you can take that slider, move it down, and and then you'll have your position sort of spread out the way you want it. So that is a fantastic new feature. I love that one. Withdraw and close all, another really nice feature, especially if you're in those 20-bit pools and you've got a lot of positions open and you go out of range. You can just click that withdraw and close all. Not to mention the fact that they actually did claim fees. They also added a claim fees button on mobile. Finally, I think they did it just in time for Istanbul too, which was great for you guys, because then you were able to claim all your fees in one shot on your phones, which is fucking awesome.
I love that. That was
yeah,
because I do a lot on mobile, and that was always the biggest thing. It was like, man, all right, I've got 3 positions here, so I have to claim separate.
Yep. Big pain in the ass. Yep. So that was a really nice feature. And then the withdraw and close all, again, very, very convenient. If you've got 5 positions open and you're out of range, withdraw and close all, and then boom, versus having to click everything, click 5, 10 different clicks. You got to expand, then close, expand, close, expand, close. Big pain in the ass. So that withdraw and close all is a really great feature. A few Meme 3.3 UI updates as well. I know they added a market cap and then the fee split breakdown. So some nice updates. Meme 3.3. Boy, man, I tell you, the Meteora teams, they're shipping, man, and they're doing fucking awesome.
They are shipping. And that's something that I've noticed is, and we have, because Elisa, who also got to meet out there, they're watching, they're paying attention to, what people are talking about in, product feedback. They're looking at people's pain points, and they LP too. And really they've really started to really, it's like, okay, what can we ship? What can we make better? The, improvements to the UI, how can we make this better? And they've been shipping like crazy lately. It's really cool. It's really awesome whenever they do that, like the day before boot camp starts.
Yeah, UI changes. Like, oh
yeah, we're like, oh,
I don't have a screenshot of that, but here it is.
yeah, here it is. No, it's great. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
They are absolutely shipping, and it's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's freaking awesome. Another announcement we've got is so Mir posted this in the Discord in the announcements channel. DLM Video Jam. So DLM Video Jam, we're basically looking for people with who are good video creators and developing some really nice short form DLMM videos. And if your video is selected, you'll get $100 bounty. So we got the QR code for you up there in the upper right corner. So just scan that, bookmark it, save it for later. So that way, once you've got your awesome short form video that you want to share with the world, you can submit it to that form. And if you get selected, he'll get $100 bounty, which is pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, can't complain about that. So, and another thing I wanted to talk about is bootcamp updates. So HMC has been extremely busy getting some boot camps on the schedule for us and HMC. So maybe you can just kind of talk through that and let us know what you got in the works for us with all the different languages that we're supporting now too.
Yeah. So yeah, this it's blowing up on us, and it's great. A lot of work, a lot of things to do, a lot of problems to solve, and I love it. So, and I'm gonna make an official announcement in the channel a little later today. The next English boot camp is February 15th and 16th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. UTC. That'll be boot camp number 12. We have the first Turkish boot camp happening next weekend, February 8th and 9th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. UTC. I'm super excited for that, and I know the Turkish team, they are very, very excited. They just
Rocking it.
exploding community there. These guys
Yeah.
are fantastic. And our, of course, our first ever French boot camp is coming February 22nd and 23rd from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. UTC. They are also super strong, growing community. So yeah, it's 3 boot camps this month. So thought I was busy before.
Yeah. Good
Um,
stuff, man.
Yeah, it's great. And I mean, with our last boot camp, let's just say that we had about 10,000 attendees. Um, and I'm it, I would not be shocked if it was 20K for February. We'll see. Um, don't know. It's been growing exponentially, and that's a cool thing. And again, it generates problems, but they're good problems to have. I mean, like one problem that I ran into is, the website bootcamp.meteora.ag. You could go there and you could drop in your email address, and that's it's not required to do that. Let me make sure that's clear. It was never required to do that. You get everything you need in channel, but it would just get you links like the day before course starts. Which we post all the same links in our channel. But like in a week, people botted that or just flooded that thing. And I had about 50,000 form submissions, which I thought was going to last me for a very, 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 very long time for it to have to pay money to get more. That ate all that up in like a week. It's gone, all of it. And so, and I can't even I'd have to pay money to mail merge that many people. So I turned it off for now. We'll figure out what to do in the future, maybe a more professional solution. But yeah, it's insane. It's like I was on another on a broadcast with the Sanctum guys telling them about it. The more we get botted, the more these things happen. It's a measure of success. We're winning with this because if you're not being botted, then nobody knows who you are.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have, or at least it's good that you have the problem. It's not a good problem to have, but it's good that you have the problem. So
Yeah, I mean, I look at it that way. It's kind of a good problem to have because we're winning.
right.
So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for that update, man. Definitely
Yep.
looking forward to all the boot camps to come. Really, really awesome that we have the Turkish community doing their first boot camp, especially coming off on the heels of Istanbul, where they were welcoming you guys with open arms, which is freaking awesome. So really psyched about that. So yeah, let's answer some questions here. See what questions we got. So do we need to link our wallet in Discord if we have LP Army private? States that we can use a burner wallet if I just submit an empty wallet. Is that, I'm not sure what that is in reference to. Is that for the form for the video jam, or is that
No, he's
boot
talking
camp?
about Suber, the whole Suber thing.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever the team asked for people like your LP Army private, LP Army, submit your wallet here.
Yeah.
It's not tied to anything. It doesn't matter. You can put whatever you want.
Yeah. And you can link multiple wallets with Suber as well if you want. So
What? Well, I think with this, it's probably because it's tied to your Discord role, so it's like one wallet, one role.
yeah, probably best to keep one. If you've got multiple wallets connected, I don't know what's going to happen, so you may want to keep it to one wallet. Professor 187 asks, is there a benefit to not claiming rewards fees? So one benefit is if you wait until the token pumps to claim your fees, it'll actually help to increase your Met points a little bit, right? Because the points you get are what the fees are that you're generating at the time of claim. So that is one benefit to not claiming rewards, right? Like if you're in a volatile token, prices move down on you. You may want to wait to claim your fees until it pumps back up because you're going to get more Met points that way. So that is one benefit. That aside, it's really kind of up to you. You can claim your fees whenever you want. You can do whatever you want with your fees. You can keep them. You can put them back into the position. Whatever you want to do with those fees is up to you. That's the nice thing about having the option to claim fees is that, it's very versatile. You can do whatever you want. What other questions we got? Anonym001 wants a boot camp to improve strategies. Yeah, the topic of advanced boot camp has come up many times. We did have one session, an advanced boot camp session some time ago. We probably at some point when HMC can catch his breath, see if we try to do an advanced session.
If I may,
Yeah.
I'm not going to drop too much alpha here, but there actually is something in the works. The plan is being made. It's actually someone else is going to be doing it. I'm not gonna drop any names right now, but there's things in the works. I wanted to do more of the advanced, and regular boot camp has just exploded so much that it's hard for me to be able to pull that off. So somebody else is going to be doing something probably, maybe soon. So hopefully we will get some more alpha on that. But it's what I've seen is like pretty amazing, pretty sick, incredible stuff. So yeah, there's gonna be stuff coming. That's all I'm gonna say on that right now. There is a question here. You got LP Army private. Do I need to submit my wallet for the NFT? So the answer to that is no. The graduation certificates, the C NFTs, the Pope, whatever, we issue those directly to the wallet that was submitted. Whatever wallet you submitted for bootcamp, that's where it's going to go. We don't do those right away because there's time where we have to, like, there's people who like maybe they submitted or whatever. It's complicated running through a lot of tickets. We get it all cleaned up, and then we make our list. And Foxy of the Dead, he's doing those for us now. So before there was a lot of delays because of having to deal with third parties, but we get those done faster. So hopefully within the next week or so, we'll get those pushed out to everybody. And that would actually, we would be doing, you had the Spanish boot camp earlier in January with, Geek, you and Photon. That's going to be included with that. So if you did Spanish boot camp, you're going to get those same time as the January English boot camp. So yeah, we're gonna get those out.
Unfortunately, your certificate will be in English, not in Spanish. So
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I can ask Foxy if he wants to do a separate collection, but it's like there was roughly 200 graduates for Spanish. So I mean, sure he could do it.
Yeah,
yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, there's been a few people asking about the next Spanish boot camp. Maybe I don't know, Photon. Maybe we can try to do it late this month or sometime in March. What do you think?
Sure can, boss. I'm up for it for whenever.
Right.
I vote March.
Yeah, yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on in Feb. So
yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I've got I've got an annual boys trip coming up middle of March, so probably would have to try to do it the week before that. But we go down to, or for me, it's up to Sebring, Florida for the 12 hours of Sebring. It's a big race, big auto race, endurance race, 12-hour race. 4 different classes of cars going around the track at the same time. So it's like watching 4 races at the same time. It's pretty wild. Really, really cool. Looking forward to that. So yeah, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll try to do it early March.
Someone here asked, "Is fundamental difference between boot camps?" The base of the content is generally the same. I mean, we're teaching the same concepts each time. There's always changes, of course there's changes as far as the product goes, but also as we learn, like, this is something that people want to know more about, or this particular topic generates more questions. So, like, we need to spend more time explaining bends and bend steps, so we do make modifications to it, but the base of the course stays generally the same. So if you've already graduated, there's you could watch again, see if maybe you pick up something new, but for the most part it stays the same.
So yeah, another question from YouTube from Anonym001 asking how governance works. So right now we've got a governance site. So if you go to I believe is it governance dot let me see, hold on. Governance.
There's
proposals.meteora.ag, and I'll drop that link here in the chat. And so if you go to proposals .meteora.ag, there you can see what proposals have been put forth and just discuss them, right? So it's really kind of an open forum when it comes to governance proposals. And one that we need to try to get out there soon is making an amendment to the way that MET points work. So originally, when the original proposal was drafted, it was really kind of before Meme 3.3 and then the launch of the meme dynamic pools. And so those token creators have generated tremendous fees. So I think what we're going to end up doing is amending that proposal so that token creators will kind of have their own portion of the 10%, and then everybody else will have the other portion. So we want to create sort of different rules for token creators versus liquidity providers, normal liquidity providers. So we are working on getting that proposal out there and get some discussion going on that. So, but yeah, if you're interested in submitting your own proposals, go out there on proposals.meteora.ag and feel free to drop in whatever it is that you want to propose, or talk about any of the proposals that are already out there. What other questions do you guys have? What else do we want to talk about? So there's always questions about the airdrop and the MET token. There are plans for a MET token. We don't know when.
What? Really?
Yeah, there's a rumor.
I had no idea.
But there's no date set yet. So can't tell you when. I can tell you it's sometime between now and, I don't know, 2099. So somewhere in that range, we'll have the MET token. So just be patient; it'll come, and we'll see. We're all excited about it, but we're printing fees, so we don't. We're not here just to farm the airdrop anymore, right? A lot of us started that way, right? A lot of us came for the points, but we're staying for the fees. And so at this point, for real LPers out there on the platform, they're not in any major rush for the MET token to drop.
Yeah, I'm not. I will say this because Ben has said this multiple times on calls. Um, it's not going to be done in a bubble. It's going to be done together as a community. There will be a discussion. People will have opportunity to have input into the whole thing. So, until you see those discussions start, it's not happening.
Yep.
So, but fear not. It's not going to be one of those things where you like Trump, where you wake up and the token is dropped. It's not going to be like that. You'll know
Yep.
it's coming.
That's right. So Metasol has a good question here about Meme33. So Metasol created a token using Meme33 and is asking if they've lost the tokens forever. Yeah, so what happens is when you launch a token on Meme33, you're providing liquidity, and that liquidity is forever locked. So yes, basically your tokens are locked there. The SOL that you put there, that you paired with it, it's going to be locked, and you will not be able to retrieve that liquidity. And the idea is, basically you want to create a token that has a lot of hype behind it, right? So that people are anxious for this token to launch. There's going to be a lot of volume on it, and if you can generate enough volume, you're going to generate more in fees from that locked liquidity than you actually put into the liquidity to start, right? Now, it takes a lot of work to do that, right? You got to really do a lot to promote your token, market your token, build a really, really good, strong community around that token. Otherwise, whatever you put in there, nobody's going to be trading it. Nobody's going to know about it. And you're never going to make it back. You're never going to make enough fees to recover your investment when you launch the token. But yeah, it's a good question. So Ian's asking if the boot camps will ever cover advanced techniques. So yeah, HMC, maybe HMC, you take this one. I know you talked a little bit about advanced boot camps earlier.
Yeah, so I mean, advanced, that's a perspective, right? We start to get into the advanced topics in day 2. We don't go like really, really, really deep, but one of the things that I think that for the next like major change to boot camp that I want to do is take some of the very early day 1 content, for people who are like completely new to the entire concept of market making. Take some of those where we're defining what volume and TVL is. So I'm going to make a video explaining some of these very basic concepts, something that maybe if you need that, you can watch it in advance to get caught up. And then that'll give us more time in the 2 days to expand more on the concepts and even get a little bit deeper in day 2 on some more of the advanced things, because we try to fit as much as we can into 2-hour sessions, and we don't want to go longer than that because 2 hours is a long time for a course. And there's a lot to cover, so sometimes that content can get compressed, or you can only touch on a subject. So I think by shifting some of this way, that we can spend a little bit more time on some of those more advanced techniques. But again, there's things that are coming that are going to, hopefully get people that which they are interested in, the more advanced stuff. I answered this really fast. Arian, met points from all dealing pools or specific pools. The point system, people overthink the point system. It's very simple. All pools earn points. You get $1 or 1 point per $1 worth of TVL per day, and 1,000 points per $1 in fees earned. That's it. That's all there is to it. All pools, dynamic pools, DLM, that's it. You aren't earning points in vaults and farms or meme 3-3 staking. You're in a pool, you're earning points, period.
What else we got? Anything in particular you guys want to talk about?
I don't know if Mario.
I'm surprised no one asked still about returning the white version of the site. When we were on Istanbul, at least I think 3 people approached me and said, when you will return the light mode?"
Yeah.
Don't know. I could tell you that, I know that I've heard them talk about, this, what took dark mode so long to get there was, there's a lot of changes in order for you to have the dark mode and light mode. Like everything has to be duplicated, and it's like more complicated than it seems. So if that happens, who knows? But
Yeah.
I
Hopefully.
think we still will do this. At least I heard LC said something, but I may have misinterpreted this, so maybe I'm wrong about it. But I hope we still will, because sometimes I like the light mode. It was, people were like, actually, with this kind of showing how people approach a product. We had a lot of complaints about, like, light mode is burning my eyes. Like, please make a night mode, or like a dark mode. And once we did, I'm not sure if it's the same people, but people are complaining we're not having a light mode, though. Yeah, so basically that's it, like, all the time. But I hope I still will do this, like, in the future, because
Yeah.
it's convenient.
Yeah, I think it'll be good to give people the option for sure. And I know that there's some challenges. Some people that are colorblind, there's particular color blindness that does cause some issues for folks trying to view it in dark mode. So yeah, hopefully at some point they'll be able to add a toggle so you can go dark or light either way you want. Ace is asking how we can view earned points. So I have a tool for calculating your profit and loss, and as part of that, it'll also estimate the number of points that you've earned for fees. I'll put it up here on the screen right now, but it's open source, and I've got it hosted on GitHub pages. And so you can go out there, you can see how you've been performing over time. Now, it'll only show you closed positions. So if you tend to keep positions open for a very long time, I would recommend using Maddox Bugs tool, which is LP for fun. And I'll drop that here in the chat as well. So if you keep your positions open for a really long time, you may want to use Maddox Bugs tool, because his will analyze all your open positions. So mine will show you closed positions, and it'll show you all your fees generated. It'll show you your calculated and permanent loss, and it does not tell you fees earned for liquidity. For your liquidity that you're providing per day. So if you're a big liquidity provider, right? If you're providing, say hundreds of thousands, like 6 figures or 7 figures of liquidity per day, then my tool is going to be grossly understated. If you're a smaller liquidity provider, providing on the order of maybe thousands of dollars of liquidity per day, it'll still give you a reasonably good idea of how much you're going to be earning in fees. So you could use that to sort of estimate your points.
You see this one?
Yeah, no, Cleopatra is not part of Meteora. So earlier today, I did a demo with the creator of the Cleopatra bot. It's not an official Meteora tool. That's a third-party tool, and so no official affiliation with Meteora. What I've been trying to do is have sessions with people that are creating community tools and giving them an opportunity to demonstrate their tools to the Meteora community at large and share those tools with other people. So yeah, Cleopatra is not part of Meteora. Good question. So when the DLMM options bot generates pairs, I'm not sure what the DLMM options bot is, but is impermanent loss calculated in the process? And if so, is it factored into the selection of option pairs? Oh, so I'm assuming he's talking about Cleopatra. Well, so when it's not generating pairs, it's analyzing all the pairs that are out there, and then it's deciding which pair it's going to provide liquidity in. So I'm not sure I'm quite understanding this question properly, but if you're talking about the Cleopatra bot, that's how it works. It's going to look at, it uses a large language model to do analysis on all of the available pairs, and then it decides the best pair to provide liquidity, and then it'll automatically do that. Oh, you're talking about the Discord DLMM ops bot. So DLMM ops bot, it looks at deck screener data, and then it's looking at all the different time frames, right? So the swaps made in the last, I think it's 5 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hours, 24 hours, or 12 hours, 24 hours. I can't remember all the different options that are there. But then it's basically calculating those up to 24 hours and then kind of looking at the fees that are projected over 24 hours using all those different time ranges. And then there's an option where you can say uptrend only, meaning that as you're going into smaller and smaller time increments, when you get down to the 5 minute, if it's projected to generate more in 24 hours based on the 5 minute versus the 10, 15 minute, 1 hour, 6 hour, whatever, then that's the uptrend option. So yeah, basically it's looking to see what how well it's going to be generating fees or how good the volume is in the pool, and it just kind of stacks and ranks and stacks them all and then presents you with the best ones.
Actually, there was one here. Oh,
sorry, I just saw this one, HMC.
Go ahead.
So this is a good one. So how does higher TVL in a pool mean lower fees for everyone inside the pool? So what happens is when more liquidity enters a pool, there's more depth. So that means when people are swapping, there's going to be less price impact, right? So if I'm in a really deep pool, and even if I swap, $1,000, which might be a big swap, if there's enough depth in that pool, and that means that the bins where the price is right now, if that bin has more than, say it has 20, 30, 40, $50,000 worth of liquidity, and then that means the price isn't going to move at all, right? So all of the swaps are just going to happen within that one bin. So the more depth of liquidity you have in a pool, the less it's going to move across bins. So if people have their liquidity spread out across many bins, then it's almost like a standard AMM, right? You've got all this liquidity outside, and there's no price action there, so that means less fees, right? So if you do end up in a really deep pool and you see the price isn't moving a lot, then concentrate your liquidity, right? You can compress your liquidity and put your liquidity more in the range where the price is moving. The other thing you can do is go into a lower bin step pool, right? Because then the liquidity is going to have to be spread out more. It's going to have to be spread out over more bins. So you might be able to attract more volume if you move down into a a lower bin step pool, and there's probably going to be less liquidity in that lower bin step pool. So you're probably going to attract more volume in that type of pool. That's a good question though. HMC, do you see another one come up?
Can I elaborate on the
Yeah, go ahead, Goshen.
TVL a bit? Yeah. So I have a lot of people asking me about TVL and its impact on fees, and a lot of people automatically think that because TVL is growing, the fees will be automatically better. No, worse. So more TVL, less fees for everyone. But I think what Ben also kind of said about it like a couple times. Principally, TVL is impacting on only, like you said. So if there's a lot of really a lot of TVL, it will make a price action like smaller. So it will move around less. But let's say you have a token which is moving a lot, and it is, I don't know, it has a high market cap, let's say 100 million. And if you go into a pool Meteora which has like a $100,000 in it, this $100,000 are too small to do anything to this, to your kind of, to stop a price action from commencing like this. And if you go to a pool with 10K, it will not be really different. So it will actually be better in the pools which have more TVL in that case, because to actually have like an impact on the pricing impact on the price movements, you need a lot of TVL. And in most cases on Meteora pools, at least in the first couple hours, are not as big to do this. So please don't move to like a lot of people move to new pools and pay for binary race and when are angry in tickets because they think that zero liquidity will make them like the king of fees. They will get all the fees in the world, but that's not how it works. So please be careful and like listen to what Giflet said to you. It's really conditional on, and if a pool has more depth, you actually can have more liquidity or more fees in this pool because you attract real trading volume, not only bots.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And in the boot camps, we definitely stress it's always best to go into a pool where there's already liquidity there, right? Don't create your own pools if you're a beginner, because to Gosha's point, you're gonna have to pay for bin arrays, and if you are a beginner, you're probably not putting in a lot of liquidity. And when you pay for those bin arrays, you're never going to make it back. You're not going to get enough. You're not going to earn enough in fees to earn it back. So definitely highly recommend, stick to pools where there is already a good amount of liquidity. And just if you're starting to see there's not a lot of price action in that pool and you're not getting a lot in fees, then that means it's probably time for you to take some sort of action. So either concentrate your liquidity more in the pool that you're in, or go to a lower bin step where there's going to be more price action across bins, and you can pick up more fees. But don't go and create your own pool unless you really know what you're doing.
So here's a question here that I think Mario might be best to answer. Appreciate the honk index. Will something like this be integrated in Meteora? Mario, can you take a moment and?
I would love to, but I didn't have time to dig into it myself, so I just know what it is. Not sure what else. Maybe Gosha knows.
Yeah. Well,
No, I didn't really get into this still. So but I will soon. I saw what it is like what it is generally about, but I think it still is not ready completely. So it's not finished. It's still in the works. It will be finished soon, but at least to my knowledge. But yeah, I think we can talk about it on next community call probably.
I can tell you that I put it down there in the banner of the Gustav's X. They made a whole post about it, how to use the honk index for daily minimum success. So there's an entire thread. Recommend you go read that. It's going to tell you about, how to read it, how to use it, what it all means. So go check that out. It's a cool tool.
Here's a good one. So someone can talk about their favorite advanced strategy and when you use it. Mario, I think that'd be a good one for you because I think he's the king of LPing and doing the old the old bid ask flip. But I don't know if that's your favorite, Mario, or if you want to talk about maybe some other favorite advanced strategies.
Yeah, honestly, like after Trump launched, there's been like only a few strategies that you can apply and make money. So when I see volume, I just go all in one-sided or even two-sided with spot strategy and just stay there until it makes sense with the volume. But I think like I'm just touching some grass until we hit new meta. So until then, I don't think like I have any advanced strategies. This was like January was probably one of my best months, if not the best one, with DLMMing, but it definitely didn't feel like that. And I can't wait for something new, for a new meta to come. That's when we will have some new strategies. But at the moment, just bid asks if you really want to. But sometimes it's even better to skip it and then just buy the dip and go one-sided with the token instead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how these metas kind of come in waves. So, and it's really like it's a sine wave, right? It goes up and down and up and down and up and down. And we had a really nice up in January, and now it's the end of January, and we're kind of on a down again.
Yeah, the further it goes up, the more it dumps down. So I think
Yeah.
we're at the low now. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get some kind of recovery.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, about strategies, I think it's important to emphasize, and I think we do this. We do say this to people. There's no like people ask about like I think everyone from like mod team and like someone who will be a lot asked about strategies a lot. But to be honest, I'm not sure if anyone like definitely not me, and I'm pretty sure I will like people who will LP a lot and who will like LP for a long time. With like there's no unified strategy for all the tokens. You need to like every case is very like individual. You can see the token and you need to decide what to do with it. You can't standardize it on all the tokens. And people ask for this, but if they do, I always say that we provide you with several options, and not only you need to know when like you need to actually know yourself and when to like use any of these options. We give you some kind of examples, but like at the end of it, you need to decide yourself, and not only you need to decide yourself, but modify this strategies on all like on any launch individually. Because if you will do the same thing every time, I don't think it will work. Because the same is like in trading, you don't have like you don't have a strategy to use everywhere. That's impossible. You have a lot of strategies you need to customize to your liking, to see what works for you, and don't stick to one strategy for a month, for 2 months on all tokens, and do the same thing. That will not work. I guarantee you. So. With dynamic pool with DLMM, you have like this dynamic element, a customizable element where you can do your own thing, and you should use it. You should use it a lot.
Yeah, it's a good point, Gosha. It's the best strategy is the one that works for you, right? And I think after a while you'll start to get a feel for what's working for you and what doesn't. And it's don't ape into a strategy because somebody told you this is the most awesome strategy, right? You have to tailor it to your own preferences, your own risk tolerances, and really get to understand what's going on under the covers. So it really takes a lot of time to develop your own strategy and find that strategy that works for you.
So there's a few questions here in chat that it's kind of like product feedback or requests. So like some of these things like add yield farming on top of mean 3.3 pools, earn farm the base token as a reward, and then like add the profit analysis tools under portfolio, these kinds of things. Put these in the product feedback channel in our Discord, so that the team will see these. Even if they don't respond directly to you, in channel, they do read these things and take these things into account. So please put your product requests there to get visibility from the team on that. And if it's something that they think they could do or is worthwhile or whatever, then they'll work on it. That's the place to put that stuff.
There's the link there. Not that
Not that you could click on it.
not that you could actually click on it or go to it, but
Type that real fast.
yeah. Just go to if you go to the Discord, just go to the feedback channel.
Yep.
All right. Anything else out there, HMC, that you saw we should cover, or we pretty much did a good job like we always do?
Don't know. Someone says need more data on our mean three stakers. Crackle Bear says he's gonna code it.
Okay.
You know what? I just want to make a side comment. If you want to be entertained, if you want to see some shit talking, you want to have a party, go hang out in the Meme 33 channel. That is where I go for the laughs and the conspiracy theories and the good times, man. Whenever I need a break, that's the channel to hang out in. I mean, just there's a whole bunch of guys in there that they're just pure greatness, man. Go check it out sometimes. If you want a party, that's the place where it's happening, man.
Nice. Yeah. Hang out there. Hang out with all the other DJs.
Dude, the memes, and it's so lit in that channel sometimes. Just it's crazy. You like if you don't have thick skin, what?
Not the place to be, huh?
maybe not, but
yeah.
I think you can add memes there. Someone asked that. Yeah, you can. I mean, obviously keep it appropriate.
Or not.
Well, I say appropriate
to a point, I guess.
Keep it PG, I guess.
Right. All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna call it an office hour then. That was another good session. Everybody's always welcome into the Meteora Discord. You'll see all of the wonderful people on your screen right now. Alex, Gosha, Photon, Mario, HMC, myself, hanging out in the Discord. If you guys have any questions, feel free. A lot of other helpful folks in the Discord helping each other out. So we're there when you guys need us, and we'll see you guys next weekend. All right. Yep. Make it a good one.
Our outro song is we're gonna play the Song of the Dead. If you're not familiar with the Dead community, go check it out. There is a Dead channel, the announcements channel. They've got their own Discord, but it's a community. Everybody's welcome into the Dead. Go check them out. It's a great community, OG. So here we go. Ready to rock. See y'all guys next time.
See you guys.
explorer, fire in his eyes. Under the ice he fights the prize. Long forgotten in the pools was more than gold or jewels. A hidden power deep within. His journey is about to begin. To shatter the token he must, and form an army from the dust. Now called the great janitor, he has become only the handler. Releasing the power inside, the dead army now arise. For this we are bred, to be the army of the dead. Forever it shall be said, I am dead, I am dead. We now spread, wearing the token of the dead. To Jupiter and beyond, the dead token is our bond. Forge ahead in the great booze, using the dead as our tools. For this we are bred, to be the army of the dead. Forever it shall be said, I am dead, I am dead, I am dead. Creating new images of power that echo till the final hour. We are the dead here and now, forever dead, this we avow. From the pieces the janitor shatters, the dead army is all that matters. This we are bred, to be the army of the dead. Forever it shall be said, I am dead, I am dead.